So, you're thinking about becoming a data analyst. Well, you're in luck. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk through the complete future-proof roadmap that will help you land that dream job by 2026. Let's dive right in. Okay, so you want to be a data analyst, right? But you're probably wondering, what does it actually take? What skills do I really need? And maybe most importantly, how do I actually get my foot in the door and land that first job? Well, look no further. This is your complete roadmap. We are going to cover everything, from what the job is to the exact tools you need to learn, and finally, how to package all of that up to get yourself hired. First things first, what does a data analyst actually do all day? Let's get a crystal clear definition of the role so you know exactly what journey you're signing up for. Think of a data analyst as a kind of business detective. It's your job to take a whole bunch of messy, raw data and find the hidden patterns, the stories, the clues inside it. So let's say a company's online sales are suddenly dropping. You're the one who digs in to find out why. Is it a glitch on the website? A marketing campaign that totally flopped? You're the one who finds the why behind those numbers. And understanding their day-to-day workflow is absolutely key. It all kicks off with gathering the data. But then comes the really big one, cleaning it. And trust me, analysts spend a ton of time here because real-world data is always a mess. After that, you model it to find relationships. Now, step 4 is where the magic happens. That's insight generation. That's the aha moment. But, none of it means anything without that final critical step, storytelling. Because if you can't explain your findings, the insights are lost. Okay, now for the big question that I know is on a lot of your minds. Do I need a fancy degree in computer science or statistics to do this? Let's just bust that myth right now. The game has totally changed. It's not about where you went to school anymore, it's about what you can do. Right now, companies value practical, hands-on skills way more than a specific degree on your resume. If you can prove you can do the work, you're in. And I want to show you some incredible real-world examples. Take this person. They were teaching social science to 8th and 9th graders, made the switch, put in the work, and are now a successful data analyst. Or how about this story? This person dropped out of college, ran their own food truck, even chased an acting career for a while, and then decided to dive into data. It just goes to show you the paths into this field are so incredibly diverse. And this last one really proves the point. This person landed a data analyst job while they were still in their final semester of a commerce degree. So the takeaway here is crystal clear. Your background is not a roadblock. It's your skills that open the doors. So if it's all about the skills, which ones do you actually need? Let's roll up our sleeves and start building your core toolkit, starting with the absolute foundational tools every single analyst has to know. All right, your journey starts with a tool you probably think you already know, Excel. But we are talking about going way beyond just making a few tables. You need to master functions like VLOOKUP, use Power Query to automate all that tedious data cleaning, learn Power Pivot for data modeling, and then build really insightful dashboards. Seriously, don't sleep on Excel. Even senior analysts can spend up to 40% of their time in it. Okay, next up is the absolute non-negotiable, the real game changer. If you go look at pretty much any data analyst job description out there, you're going to find that a whopping 95% of them list this next skill as a must-have. And that skill is SQL, or Structured Query Language. Simply put, it's the language you use to talk to databases. It is not optional. You'll want to spend about 4 to 6 weeks really getting good at it, learning how to join data together, how to handle complex questions with things like subqueries, and, this is a big one, how to optimize your queries so they don't take forever to run on huge data sets. Okay, so you've got the data, you've cleaned it up with SQL. Now what? You have to show it to people. And that brings us to the next essential part of your toolkit, data visualization. So the two heavy hitters in this space are Power BI and Tableau. And here's the best part. You really only need to learn one of them to get started. Power BI feels a lot like Excel, so it's a fantastic choice if you're a beginner. Tableau is an incredibly powerful industry standard too. Honestly, don't overthink it. Just pick one and go. Now, whichever one you pick, the focus is going to be pretty similar. You'll learn the built-in data cleaning tools, get good at data modeling within the program, and of course, learn how to build compelling reports and dashboards. Just one heads up, if you go with Power BI, you'll also need to learn DAX. It's their formula language, and it's essential for creating those key metrics everyone wants to see. One of the biggest hurdles when you're starting out is you download a data set and you just stare at it thinking, what do I even do with this? Well, here's a little pro tip. Use AI. Just copy the column names from your data, pop them into an AI tool like Gemini or ChatGPT, and use this exact prompt. It will spit out a list of fantastic business questions for you to solve. It's an amazing way to get practice reps in. All right, you've forged your tools, you've got the skills, now for the last lap. Let's talk about turning all that hard work into an actual job offer. So here's your checklist, your battle plan for landing that job. First, for every tool you learned, build at least 2 great projects. Second, put those projects up on GitHub so people can see your work. Third, start posting about what you're learning on LinkedIn. Build your brand. Fourth, grab a friend and do mock interviews. It feels awkward, but it builds so much confidence. And finally, every single time you apply, tweak your resume to include keywords from that specific job description. That's how you get past the automated resume screeners. Okay, we've gone through all the tech, the tools, the job search plan, but there is one final piece: the secret weapon. What I'd call your ultimate superpower as a data analyst. And this quote right here just says it all. It is the absolute truth. You can be a genius at code, a master of dashboards, but if you can't clearly and simply explain what you found to someone in marketing or sales or a CEO, then all that technical work is for nothing. Your ability to tell a story with data is what will make you truly great. So that's it. That's the roadmap. The path is laid out, the tools are defined, and you now know this secret weapon. The only question left is, what story are you going to tell with data?